In this video, I'll show you how to use this type of wood to make an item that many people will love. The wood used in this project is all pine. Here we have some pieces that measure approximately 4 centimeters wide by a little over 25 millimeters thick. Together, they measure around 4 meters long. I will also use this board that measures 36 centimeters long by 25 wide. Initially, I will pass these parts through the thickness planer, leaving them at 25 millimeters thick. Here at the table saw, I will cut everything to 4 centimeters wide. The cuts will be made on both sides to ensure they are clean and straight. I've left all of them at 42 millimeters wide. Now, I will adjust the ruler to 40 millimeters from the disc and make the cut on the other side. Here at the miter saw, I will cut 4 pieces, each 40 centimeters long. The cut will be made at a 45-degree angle on both ends. Now I will place it like this and mark 40 centimeters from the end. To make it easier to visualize, I'll use the square to make the marking. This process will be done on 3 more pieces. The second marking will be done using the first piece as a reference. I aligned it very well at this end and will mark the other side. The same process will be followed to cut 4 more pieces, this time each 55 centimeters long. In the next step, I will make some markings on the 4 pieces that measure 55 centimeters. I will align it very well at one end and use masking tape to hold them together. I will do this on both ends. Using the square, I will mark 10 centimeters from here. And the second marking will be made at 12.3 centimeters. With the help of the square, I will draw a line at both points. Using the miter saw, I will lower this recess that measures 23 millimeters. The depth will be set to 15 millimeters. I've already adjusted the saw to cut to this measurement. This piece of wood will be used as a stop, so the saw can make the cut with the same depth all the way through. Next, I will make a new marking. It will be made at the center of the recess. With the help of the square, I will transfer this to the other pieces as well. Now I can remove the tape. I positioned the square at 12 millimeters, which is half their thickness, and marked in the opposite direction at all points. Here, it will be drilled using this 2.5 millimeter bit. In the next step, I will make some markings on the pieces that measure 40 centimeters. I've already positioned the square at 4 centimeters and marked at the ends, like this, on all of them. I changed it to 12 millimeters and marked in the opposite direction, at all points as well. This time, I will use this 3 millimeter bit with a 10 millimeter countersink. The drilling will be done at an angle, like this. I will cut the board into 2 pieces, each 12.5 centimeters wide. Next, they will go through the thickness planer to bring them down to 23 millimeters, as they will fit here. Come join the channel's supporter group and help me produce more content like this. Choose one of the tiers starting at $4.99 and gain access to exclusive benefits. Sanding will be done using 180 grit sandpaper. Once that's done, I will start assembling the item. I'll begin with a piece that measures 55 centimeters and another that measures 40. I will use a piece of masking tape to assist in the assembly. It will be glued like this. Now I will apply wood glue to this part, which will be placed like this, making sure that the two parts fit together very well. The tape will help keep them together. To secure it, this screw measuring 40 millimeters by 3 millimeters will be used. To make it easier to insert the screw, I will start drilling with this 2.5 millimeter bit. I will place it in the hole that has already been made, and this way, the bottom piece will be drilled as well. This way, it will be easier to make the connection. Next, it will be done in the same way, using another piece like this one, making sure that the recess is on the same side on both ends. On this side, another 40 centimeter piece will be fixed. This time, the glue will be applied to both ends. With them very well aligned, I can now stick the tape. With the assembly completed, I can now remove the masking tape. I will also clean up the excess glue. With the other 4 pieces, another identical section will be assembled. Now 10 millimeter dowels will be used to hide the screws. I will apply a little glue to the dowel. I will press it into the hole. I will clean up the excess glue. Then I will cut the dowel with a Japanese saw so that it is flush. The same will be done in the other holes as well. 2 more marks will be made on each of the parts. I have already positioned it at 20 centimeters on the combination square, which is half their width, and it will be marked like this, on both sides. I changed it to 2 centimeters, which is half the width of these pieces, and I will mark in the opposite direction. Here, a hole will be drilled using this 3.5 millimeter bit. The countersinking will be done superficially, just enough for the head of the screw to sit below the surface of the wood. Next, I will mark and cut these 2 pieces. They will be fitted here. I positioned it flush with this recess and will mark on the other side. With the help of a square, I will draw a line. The same will be done with this other piece as well. I will sand again to remove any imperfections that remain. I will sand by hand, especially on the corners, to prevent them from being too sharp. The sandpaper to be used is 220 grit. The final finish for the 2 smaller pieces will be done using this clear high-gloss PU varnish. It uses a catalyst to dry. For the larger parts, I will apply wood sealer, and to add color, I will use this special dye in a tobacco color. Both the varnish and the sealer will be applied with this spray gun. You will find amazing tools and products at great prices in the list I left in the description. Be sure to check it out, as it might have exactly what you need for your projects. I waited until the varnish and sealer dried. Now, I will complete the assembly of the item, which consists of fitting this piece in like this. The sides will be secured using these screws, which measure 40 millimeters by 3.5 millimeters. It looks like this. These two parts will be assembled in the same way. Well, my friends, here is another finished project. It's a set of decorative niches. Items like this are quite appreciated, especially by the female audience. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this. Let me know your thoughts on this work in the comments. I would love to reply to you. Remember, starting from $4.99, you can join the channel's supporters group and gain access to exclusive benefits. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.